Folks, China-US trade war, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, let's face it, let's be realistic. If it was going away anytime soon, we'd be hearing about it via Trump's tweets every day, and we're not getting anything. As a matter of fact, the latest news is they can't even set up a time to negotiate. So as far as I'm seeing things, this is going to linger on for a while longer. And the question is, how does it impact 5G? 5G is a huge, brand new technology. It's about to impact the world, but the trade war can slow it down. It can really put a damper or a wet blanket on the 5G. So in today's video, I'm going to answer the question of how the trade war is going to impact 5G. It's time to face reality, folks. Now more than any other time this year, everyone's looking for under the radar stocks. Everything's changing. So what do we need to get ahead of this fall and winter? Good news. I've done the hard work for you. I created a new report on the stocks you need to focus on, including 5G, plus clear, precise instructions on exactly when and how to take action on each one. Click the button below this video to learn more now. Don't procrastinate. The opportunity is here now. So the question is 5G dependent on the China-US trade war? And I got good news for you. It's an interesting thing. Technology is something you just can't keep still. It grows no matter what. And the beautiful thing about 5G is US and China are working on it separately. The companies that are working and creating 5G for China, which is Huawei, is very different than the companies that are doing it for the US. And even if this trade war continues, we were still going to see technology development, deals, contracts moving on in the US. So the answer to your question is 5G will have very little to do with technological advancement. But that's not the whole story. Here's where it will be an impact. It'll be a financial impact. The costs may be higher. The time to develop may be longer. The time to negotiate may be longer. But in terms of the technology, it's not going to keep it away from the US, not even close. Don't believe that 5G technology is all being created in China. Some of the parts for 5G are being created in China, but that doesn't mean the US can't do it themselves. It may cost a little more. It may take just a little bit more time, but in essence, US has it together. Big companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, they're not dependent on China. So if you're looking for 5G and how it's going to impact international trade, how it's going to fiscally, financially impact economy, then 5G is a big factor. But in terms of technological growth, development, how long it takes to market it in the US, I don't think it's going to have any impact at all. Why? Because the momentum is too far ahead. We're already seeing 5G roll out in major cities. If the trade war happened maybe 3-4 years ago, then it would have a major impact on 5G. But right now, it's going to impact how cheap we get the parts, how long it takes to get the parts, but it's not going to impact the big 5G picture. So to answer your question, the 5G technology is not going to be impacted by the current trade war. Hope that helps. So, considering all this, what's the top 5G company I'm following? Click the button below to get my answer now. And the best part of all, this company is still flying under the radar. So don't delay. Get in now or regret missing out later. It's up to you. Click below now to not only protect your portfolio, but to also get way ahead.